popeza nali ndi mavuto timapereka mtukula pa khomo ndipo sitisiya chifukwa tikudziwa kuti ambiri mkadavutika. Komanso tifuna ndalama zichulukitsidwe tikhale ndi zikhwaya zathu anthu olemera mabilioneya bathu wochita kulenga mwadaladala.
Welcome to my channel. This is Hendrix TV. This channel will be talking about what people are passing through, so that people should know that there is someone who is talking about us. You know, in Africa, there are a lot of things going on. And if we don't talk about what is happening, then these people who are called leaders will continue to oppress us, will continue to make us feel bad. But let's begin to talk about these things. Wherever you are, you can talk about the people who are suffering. Speak for them. We used to hear about certain organizations speaking for the people, but today we can't hear them anymore. And people are suffering. Imagine, life is very expensive in Malawi. Things are very expensive. You can't afford to buy just soap. It's very expensive. People are getting a bath without soap. People are just eating the same food every day. We are doing that in this country. Things are not okay. And the people are just watching. Nobody's speaking about this. If there are people who are speaking about this, maybe they're speaking, but with a low voice. We want to raise our voice on this channel to speak for the people. It's not fair that things should be the way they are in Malawi. That life should be unbearable like the way it is. Imagine an old person has no anyone else to help him or her. Government has not put in place a system that can recognize all the people, that can empower financially all the people. Imagine unemployment rate in Malawi, which is very, very high. Many people are unemployed. Who is speaking about these things? Should we go on like the way things are without talking about people's lives? Let's speak for the people. Let's say things are not well. We want them to be well. That's what we should be doing. We should call upon the politicians to ask them to remember the poor people, to remember people who are suffering in this country. I know that you are doing something, but it is not even bringing a positive effect. People remain poorer in this nation. It's very sad that we can fail to buy tomato in this country. It's very expensive. We can fail to eat food we want because of the prices which are not fair. And when we are talking like this, it's not attacking the government, but it is speaking up so that you can hear us, so that you can come to our problems. You can come to the solution. You can give us solution. That's why we are speaking up like this. It is not attacking you. We don't want to attack you as a government. You know, you are there because people trusted you. You need to give people what they're looking for. Don't give people, you know, when you want like water, and instead of giving people water, you are giving them salt water. Like somebody was asking you for a good water, you give him a salt water. He can't drink. Right? So it's like you are not even listening to what people are looking for. Now, this is the campaign time in Malawi. People are going to vote. Do you want people to vote for you? Then do what people are looking for. I don't think like somebody can vote for a politician who is not caring about his or her life. Like if I vote for you, it means you're going to give me what I need, or you give me what I need, or I'm impressed with whatever you are doing. In Malawi, our politicians, all of these politicians, do not live by their promises. They lie too much. They speak to us that we should vote for them, but after we have voted for them, they run away. They don't care about the people anymore. This is not what we want in this country. We need things to be at least fair. We need Malawians to be able to get food to eat. We need good roads in our country. Not roads only in the city center or in Blantyre city center. We want the whole nation to have good roads. You can do that because you are the government. Don't tell Malawians that you don't have money, but you have got the money for fuel. You've got money for travel. You have got money for meetings, but don't have money for road construction. Because our villages, our towns are not good. They don't have good roads. Go in all the towns in Malawi, whichever town, go and see the roads there. So how do you expect Malawians to have good life when you don't take care of their places of abode, where they are living? If people are living in poverty, it's not only about food, it's about even the accommodation. The accommodation is not good in Malawi. People are living in a very bad condition. You can do very well as a government. I know you have got listening, what do you call, ears or eyes? You've got listening ears. You're hearing what people are saying. Can you give what people are looking for? For me, I think like for you to build a better nation, what you should do is to make sure that everywhere in the country, you are able to develop. So when you are developing everywhere, you should also develop the lives of the people. So if you are building Malawi, you must build it everywhere. Because Malawi is a small country. It means it's easy to develop this small nation. Because it's a small nation, but we are very many people. But it's a small nation. I wonder why we fail to develop it. We can build good road networks in Malawi. Everywhere. Good road networks. That's what we need. That's all about development. But don't forget about the lives of the people. Because sometimes we may be saying we are building the nation by constructing roads and doing everything, bridges. So bear with us, but that we cannot even give you food. No. If you want people to be starving because you're building the roads, then stop building the roads. Let the people eat first. Malawians are not eating. Malawians are not having good meals. You promised Malawians good meals, but where are the good meals? How many Malawians are able to eat every day, every morning? How many Malawians? Very few Malawians are able to eat every morning. They wake up without food. They spend the whole day waiting for just a single lunch, which is also late lunch. And they sleep like that because they don't have money. Malawians should not be suffering. It's very sad that we don't want to make Malawians feel better. All this is because of politics which you are doing. Politics which is only just about your lives, about you, not about the people. We can do very well. We can help the people. We can provide the best living standard in Malawi. We can achieve that. People can come to Malawi and say, we want to learn from you how you are managing to give Malawians the best high living standard, more than the European living standard, because we have good environment here, we have good weather, we've good, good climate. We can have food we want. And actually, we should do things because we love the people, not because we are doing politics whereby we want to prove to certain people that we are the ruling political party. Therefore, we want just to support this small group of people. Nationwide, everybody else should have access to better life. Let's improve the living standards of Malawians. That's what we should do. Malawians are sweating, are struggling just for food. It's not good to struggle for food. It's not good, I tell you. You go to the shop, everything is expensive, but people don't have money because it has been made like this by you, capitalists, by you, the government, because you don't care about the people. You allow these businessmen to give Malawians a tough life because of the prices of commodities. And people who are able to buy from these shops are only the rich people. What about the poor people? Do you want us to... Actually, even the people are failing even to harvest nowadays. Farmers are not able to harvest properly because the inputs for farming are very expensive now. But the government have been promising Malawians mega farms. Where are these mega farms? Because that's how you can be able to realize abundant food for all people in this country. Let's make the life of Malawians cheap. Actually, it's no longer good now in Malawi to be looking for manual farming. We have, of course, people who are doing manual farming, and it's a very hard job. Actually, if you've never been a farmer, farming is a very hard job. It needs people who have good money, capacity to do it so that they can harvest enough. I don't think in Malawi now we should be relying on having 10 bags of maize for the whole year. Like, I want 20 bags. People are working hard just to have 10 bags of maize so that they can use it for the whole year. I think we should go past that level. Now we should be able to go to buy food in our shops. Shops should be everywhere where we can get food. Actually, we need to start processing the food. We don't need any maize now. We need maize flour. It should be everywhere. People should buy it. Rice should not be very expensive because we are doing it in our country. It's very hard to know that rice is very expensive, groundnut is very expensive, maize flour is very expensive, even maize is very expensive. Then what are we doing? Do we care about the lives of people if we make all these things expensive like this? Because we need to make sure that these things are affordable so that Malawians should get them. I don't think we can all be farmers. We need to be buying food, actually, from the shops to be able to get the basic foods from our supermarkets or even in the trading centers. We should be able to get these things at a cheaper price so that Malawians should have food they're looking for. Government start processing, encourage people to start processing things. I don't think it's fine that we can get all these things at the price we are getting right now, whereby everything is very expensive. To eat meat is very expensive. To eat fish is very expensive. This is not what we should be doing in this country. We should make life of Malawians very good. Malawians should have what they are looking for easily. But the government is not doing that. It's not providing good living standards to the people. It's only you politicians and other people who are very rich, who are able to enjoy living in this country because your living standard is better. You have good money. You've got businesses. You are very rich, and actually you don't even want to share or distribute your wealth with Malawians. You just want to be rich yourself. That's not how we can create a good country. You know, those countries that have developed, which are not Malawians, it's because they love their people. In Malawi, we have to love the people as well. This is the only why we have this country. We don't have this country for us to get rich in this country and become very rich at the expense of poor people. No, that's not why we have this country. If you're doing that, then that's wrong. I would like even to understand why government does not do what it says. Because you cannot promise Malawians cheap food, cheap life, employment, and not give them the employment and not give them the food. And the Malawians are starving everywhere in this country. And I don't understand why. And yet you're in the government, you're telling you are doing something good to help get actually to help give Malawians whatever they're looking for. But like we give you 5 years, nothing is working. And you want another 5 years. Then you want to kill all Malawians because nothing is working. Life is very expensive. People don't have money. And it's very sad that young people today are not working, but they are educated, have got good papers. They can't get a job in order to earn a living. And what do you expect of them? To be good citizens? No, they can't be good citizens. Because you have killed their future. You've killed their destiny. You government, you've killed these young people. And you continue to kill the young people. No, this is not what we should be doing. Let's make sure that Malawians are able to enjoy a life in this country. And we can do that. It's achievable. Well, let's make sure every Malawian is able to live and enjoy in this country. Let's build a decent life for Malawian. That's what we can do. Everywhere Malawians should have a decent life. We should make sure that everywhere there is a tarmac road in this country. Everywhere there is water. Malawians, now it's no longer a time for Malawians to be sleeping in a house and in the middle of the night to walk out of the house just to go to the toilet. Malawians should have self-contained toilets now. This is the time now. When will they have these things? No, it's not good nowadays to keep on having toilets outside the house. No, we don't love Malawians then. Let's make sure every Malawian, every house in Malawi has got tapped water. Every house has got, self-contained. It should be a self-contained house. Malawians should be cooking using cookers. No longer should they be using firewood, or we can be using gas everywhere in this country. Let's give Malawians a decent life. We should do that. Yeah, I don't know. This is not for Malawians. It's for the developed countries. It's for the Europeans. It's for the West. But there are Malawians who are doing this in this country. It's not that they're more special than any other Malawian. We all one. We can achieve equality in terms of welfare. We can all be using the same things. It's not a sign that you are rich to use a self-contained house. It's not a sign that you have got money to be using cooker for you to cook. No. It is life. It is something that is a necessity for, like every Malawian should have it. Now today, there are more Malawians who are using firewood still at this time. No, it's not good. Don't we have innovation that we can have cookers in this country? Don't we have innovation that we can be using self-contained houses? Don't we have innovation that we can build laws everywhere? Don't we have engineers? Don't we have people that can think how we can achieve all these things which I'm talking about in this video? We have them. But the first thing you are looking for money, where are we going to get the money? No, you should do things because you love the people. There is money. Actually, if you start doing these things as we grow, you will be able to reach 100% equality in terms of economic status in this country. We'll be able to achieve that. But we are not doing anything to achieve that. So we say we love one another. We don't love one another if Malawians up to date are not using self-contained toilets. If up to date Malawians are not using cookers to cook, there are only a few Malawians doing that, and they feel like they're in heaven. Some people are just proud because of self-contained house. All right? It should not be something that we should be giving us headache. It's an easy job we can do. Government, think about it. How you can achieve these things. It's not about saying, no, we need to borrow money in order to achieve these things. Actually, you can start empowering people to start building houses which are self-contained. Encouraging Malawians to do that. If the government, you don't have enough money to build everyone a house, you are able just to build good houses for police, but you can build houses for all Malawians. So if you don't have enough money, just empower Malawians that they can be doing this by themselves. There are Malawians who can do that. You don't have to have money for you to build a self-contained house. You just need to make sure that things are cheap. Right? You need to make sure that things that are used to build a self-contained house are cheap in this country. People should get those things at cheap. Construction materials should be very cheap. So the Malawians should build good houses, decent houses. Cookers should be very cheap so the Malawians can be cooking. like using cookers or gas. They can be using gas to cook. Don't say, no, there is no electricity enough for us to achieve that. No, government, listen, you have got everything which is required for us to achieve that life. But you are always doing politics. That's why these things are not achievable. No, we cannot be spending 10 years without achieving anything in this country. Still giving Malawians the same old living standard of poverty, suffering. Look where we are living. There is much poverty because of lack of roads. There are no good roads. And construction materials are very expensive. People cannot build the houses they want. Imagine tiles. Very expensive in this country. You need to be a millionaire to be able to build a house of tiles. Imagine, talk about cement in this country. Very expensive. You can't build a house because of lack of cement. Iron sheets, very expensive. But you're saying you're leaders. Come on, how do you look at it when you are the leaders, but you're failing to make sure that Malawians have equal living standard? There should not be a rich and poor Malawian. We should be all equal. If it is to be rich, then all of us should be rich, to be able to eat good food. We should be able to live in a good house, a decent house. We should do things like us because we're all Malawians. This is our country. No, we have this country for ourselves. Then if we are denying ourselves of development, of better life, improved life, then why are we having this country? Who is to come here and live and enjoy if ourselves are not enjoying this nation? You want us to be poor so that we can come to our rallies and clap hands for you? No, that's not how we should be doing these things. We can build a better nation. It is possible. Thank you for watching this video. I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel, like my video, and do not forget to give me a button. You've been with me, Hanek, on Hanek TV. Bye-bye.